We are going over the 6 best soccer moves for wingers in this video. Now, many of these may be similar to the moves I used in the striker video. However, I'm going to be going over how each of these moves are useful for a winger and in what situations you should be using these moves. Number 1 is the Stepover, and this is one that many people know Ronaldo for. When he was playing winger at Manchester United, he used this move all the time to create the space he needed in order to get a cross off or to shoot the ball. This is personally one of my favorite moves, not only to beat someone in a one-on-one situation, but to create that yard of space you need to shoot or cross the ball. For you wingers, this is going to be a fantastic move to use quickly, take the ball out wide, and then whip in a cross. You can also use this move to cut inside and slip in a teammate or shoot yourself. Otherwise, the Stepover is just a great move to have in your arsenal, usually for most attacking players, but it's especially useful for wingers. Next is the body feint, or the drop of the shoulder, and this is useful for wingers for many reasons. First and foremost, it's just one of those moves I believe every player should be good at, but for wingers, it again can create that yard of space and off-balance your defender for that split second that you need to then whip in your cross or do something else. If you run directly at the defender, then drop your shoulder and then push the ball past them, a lot of times for speedy wingers this will work and will give you the space you need to get your cross off. And if you take a look at some of the best speedy wingers in the world or wide players, you'll notice they do this all the time. Robin, for example, will use the body feint and cuts all the time to cut inside and then curl to the far post. If you watch any highlight video of him, most of his moves are consisting of just chops, cuts, and body feints, and there's a reason he does this. It works. So work on your body feints, work on dropping your shoulder and then bursting into the space, beating the defender there, and getting your cross off, shot off, or something else. So the bait and Cruyff, or the bait and chop, is another very useful move for wingers. Now with this move, it's perfect if your Stepover, your body feint, or some other move didn't work or didn't fool the defender. You can then bait the defender in and then Cruyff it back the other way so you can reset or potentially get your cross in. I like to use this on the wing because I like to make it look like I'm going to cross or shoot, and then use a Cruyff turn or a chop to go back the other way and then shoot or cross in that direction. This is another move I really think all wingers should know, just because it's such a simple move, but such an effective move when you have the threat of whipping in a ball. A defender is going to want to block you off every single time you try and cross a ball in, so if you can bait them in, make them think that you're going to cross, and then Cruyff it or chop it out the other way, it's going to work most times. Next is the leg feint, which is a move we covered in the striker video, but is another move that is so useful for wingers. In my eyes, the best way to use this move as a winger is to quickly do the move and then whip in a cross. All you need to do is fool the defender for that split second that gives you the space that you need in order to get the cross off without the defender blocking it. This move can be done very quickly, and again, I found it to be one of the most effective moves out there, not just for wingers, but for attacking players at creating that yard of space. So if you are a winger and you want to use your dominant foot to whip that cross in, this is definitely a move I recommend you learn. It's perfect for getting that quick whipped cross into the box. Now, it wouldn't be a list of moves for wingers without the Ronaldo Chop, and there's good reason for it. It's such an effective move. Now, this is a move that I consider a change of direction type move. This is not usually a move you'll use before crossing. It's a move you'll use to cut inside. I found it works well when you're almost at full tilt or sprinting at full tilt or 90% or 80% and then quickly cutting the ball. What you want to do is the defender to be chasing after you, which allows you to cut it. They're not going to be able to slow down in time, and this allows you then to exploit the space and move into it. Again, this move is used primarily to cut inside. It's not really a move you can use to go back out wide to the byline, although you can get creative with it. Again, a move I definitely recommend all wingers have in their repertoire because it's just so useful at cutting inside, and when done correctly, it's really, really hard to defend against. Lastly, we're going over to Stanely Mathews or to reverse Elastico. Again, this is the perfect move to quickly get that yard of space you need to cross. You just do the 2 touches quickly, you bamboozle the defender for a second. You're not trying to beat them one-on-one outright, you're just trying to create that yard of space you need to whip your cross in. As a winger, it's really important that you're able to do this to quickly create that yard of space and then whip in a good ball. Of course, you'll want to be working on your crossing as well, but the Stanely Mathews will definitely help you create that yard of space you need. A thing you can do is if your Stanely Mathews or reverse Elastico doesn't work, you can always chop the ball back and almost use like a bait and chop or bait and Cruyff. But again, this is such an effective move if you want to create that yard of space. Alright, so those are 6 moves that I recommend for wingers, and I think if you can learn each and every one of these moves and get good at each and every one of these moves, you are going to be a very dangerous winger. Of course, you want to be working on more than just your skill moves as a winger, but wingers are known for being tricky players that can beat their man one-on-one and create that yard of space, so if you're unable to do that, you will find it hard to be effective on the wing. Guys, in the comments below, let me know which move have you found to be most effective on the wing. Is it one that I've gone over today, or is it one I have forgotten to mention? Let us all know in the comments which is your favorite. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you could please share and like this video, that would really help the channel grow, and I would really, really appreciate that. If you're new to Simply Soccer, please consider hitting that subscribe button as we release videos almost every day, sometimes even every day, all designed to help you stand out as a player and just become a better footballer overall. I am going to put 2 videos on the screen so you can continue learning, continue watching. So if you want to learn more, become an even better player, just click on one of those videos and it will take you to another great video. Alright guys, I want to thank you once again for tuning in, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.